Give me just 1 minute. I'll share my laptop screen. Alrighty. So we are starting now. Let me first introduce myself and then I will introduce the course we are going to start. So my name is Harsh. It's been more than 10 years I'm in the industry of network and then moved to security, right? So now I'm helping companies to build their network architecture and secure it like how packets are traveling and how it should be securely travel, right? Over my network. So in our journey of CCNA, we will talk about definitely the topic covered in CCNA and little bit more than that, which would be you can say important for working side, right? CCNA stuff is important for your you can say exam, whatever the topics we have. Little bit more what I will cover, that would be for your working side. Yeah. Now, today is little bit like a brief or introduction about course, what we're gonna learn, and how we're gonna learn, right? Some examples or one topic we're gonna cover. So, most probably everyone have seen the exam topic, the syllabus, right? I'll open that, just take a overlook of this, and then we will move towards something, uh, the demo. Mhm. Correct. Now, in CCNA, we have six domains, right? One, two, three, four, five, six. In each domain, we have couple of modules. Modules in the sense like topics. Yeah. If I go in, CCNA is going to provide you from basic to, I would not say advanced, but yeah, it will make you job ready, right? All the devices we use in network to build a network, what is the role of any device, how this device works, basically how it is treating my packets, yeah. Then the position of any device in the network, right? So this a big picture idea you would have after the CCNA or after this course. Now, as you see, couple of devices are here, router, then switch. Then there are two type of switches, right? Uh, two and three. Then we have firewall and IPS, and there are a couple of types in the firewall also. Access point is your wireless Wi-Fi, right? Access point is the technical term. There also we have types. I'll tell you what type of we are using in home, in uh, office, right? What is the difference? Then controller. Controller is controlling these access points. If I say WLC is a controller, it is controlling your access point. Hmm. Endpoint, where you me sitting like the computer, the endpoints. Yeah, endpoint or computer, mobile, tablet, and all. Servers, there are type of services. Whenever we say DHCP server, DNS server, right? NTP server. So these are services. These are services we run on the server, correct? And also I will tell you what is the difference between endpoint and server other than operating system. Definitely one of the big difference is operating system. But in hardware, what is the difference, right? That we will talk. And then you have PoE. Maybe some of you heard it or using it. PoE, power over Ethernet. What is power over Ethernet? Power over Ethernet is basically when you need to turn on any device. For example, access point. Yeah, you need power. Now the power will come from the same LAN cable, Ethernet cable. Yes, you no need any additional adapter. That is the concept in switches, PoE. We will talk in detail, right? And architecture. So architecture is when you need to build a network for a small company and for a big company, right? If that is a small company, then two tier, big company, then it is three tier. Yeah. And then one second. Then you have spine and leaf. So spine and leaf is a technology for data centers, right? You might have heard Nexus switches. If you work in Cisco environment, then you might have heard Nexus switches. So Nexus switches, or there are many more coming because we are talking about Cisco course. So mostly I'll talk about Cisco boxes, right? And then you have wide area network. When we say when we connecting to internet is when. Yes. Here we will talk about some technologies used for WAN connectivity. When you connecting to internet, right? How your traffic is going to the internet. So little bit we will talk here. Mm. On-premises cloud. This is very this is very important one nowadays because directly, indirectly, right? We are connected to cloud. I mean every company, right? Connected to cloud. Yeah. So types of cloud, right? Cloud models we have. Then we have services in the cloud that we will talk about here. On-premises is when we own our data center as a company, when we own our data center. Cloud means data center is owned by someone else. We are using it, correct? So this thing we will talk. Just a quick introduction. If something might be new for you out of these all lists, no, maybe something new for you. Just don't take tension if not understanding something, because here I'm just telling you what topics are there, right? And in brief, we will talk easily later. Yeah. Hmm. Then we will talk about some cables. As I told you, we will talk about different devices. Yes, different devices we use in network. Then same way, we have different type of cables also for connecting the devices, right? And don't worry, there are just two types. What? Copper and fiber. Yes, yeah. Copper and fiber, easy one. Okay. Then where you will connect this cable, one second, where you will connect this cable, there would be a port or interface, correct? On this interface, you gonna make some settings like the speed, duplex, and all the things. What is that? We will talk, right? So basically, your cable when you connecting one device, where you connect in, we call it interface or port, correct? On this cable, what type of cable we are using, there can be some issues. We will talk about some common issue, which is nothing, just because of maybe loose cable. Sometimes cable is wet, sometimes cable is rusty, right? So that all can cause some issues. And sometimes configuration is mismatching. One side you have device here, I mean this side and this side, the configuration is not matching, then also it will give you the problem. Mm. This is like one device is able to send 100 MB traffic per second. Mm. The who is receiving, he is able to receive only 10 MB. So what would happen? Not uh, the full complete traffic cannot enter, right, in the device. These type of issues because of speed mismatch and all. So TCP UDP, wow, this one, I think since our college we heard it, right? TCP UDP protocols, the difference between them, and I would say these are always used in our communication, or whenever you're sending in a file, right? One of them is always using. Can you tell me which one we are using right now in this meeting? Is UDP. Yes, user datagram protocol. When you sending email and all, right, file transfer, then you are using TCP, one way transmission, correct? One way transmission, because it is fast. Where we need speed, for example, if I'm speaking something now, it should be immediately delivered to you without any delay, correct? If I'm sending you email, that if 1 second, 2 second delay is fine for me. Here the audio is not making the best user experience if delay. That's why where we need speed and we are okay with without confirmation, like only one way. From my computer, it will go to your computer, but from your computer, nothing will come back like, hey, I received it, basically, right? So no will there would not be confirmation. If I am okay without confirmation, then I will use UDP. If I need the confirmation, then I'll use the TCP. In detail, we will talk. Both are, you can say, important. Both we are using today. One of the biggest and I would say complex topic, that is IP, IP4, IP6. And until here, it is just the same topic. relevant to IP only, IP4 and 6, right? So then there is maybe if you already try to learn some online or somewhere, you might have understanding something called subnetting. Right? Subnetting, who don't know what is subnetting, from one big network, okay, we are making small sub networks. From one big network, we creating sub network. That process we call subnetting. Okay. Why we create? There are some benefits. We will talk in detail. There are some benefits like the security benefit is there. Your what do you say? Um, Performance benefit is there. Yes. So this concept, which in networking one of the complex topic, right? We will make it easy. I have my table. Um, One table we will use that for almost everything, for subnetting, for host calculation, for network calculation, for binary, right? For subnet mask, for every single thing, the same one table. One table. It would be pretty easy. Maximum 2 hours. You will be able to understand some netting thing and some of the more thing. IP6 maybe little more time, but IP4 will be covered. Hmm? Easy way. Okay. Then these are some terms in IPv6. But yeah, okay. Then we have something uh, about Wi-Fi or the wireless. Now, someone's mic is unmuted. Please check that. Now, when I told you we have Wi-Fi, it's connected with access point and your mobile, your laptop, right? When we connecting to access point, no, we sometimes calling it Wi-Fi, sometimes calling it router, the one which we have in our home. Okay, the one we have in our home. When my laptop, my mobile, I'm connecting with, we using the term Wi-Fi or the router. The technical term is access point. Yes, Wi-Fi is a protocol which is helping you to make this communication. Hmm? Router is a feature. Router is an inbuilt feature in this box which is helping you to connect to the internet. So in this one box, you have multiple options, multiple functions. Yes. Okay. Now, wireless principles, Wi-Fi channel, leave this for now. Name, this is the Wi-Fi name. If I'm connecting with any Wi-Fi, name will be visible, right? Radio frequency, these are all radio signals. Encryption. These radio signal which is traveling from here to there, it should be secure, right? It should be secure. If someone unauthorized, they should not be able to see what I'm sending or receiving. So encryption. As I'm saying, mm, because here single line description I'm telling you about any topic. So maybe for some of you it is making sense because you know security, you know encryption, what is that, right? For someone maybe it is very new term, like I never heard it. Yeah. Or maybe sometimes people coming from non-IT background. Yes. So don't worry here, because the topic introduction I'm telling you, when we will be in the class, or according to the slides and all, right? Then we will go slow, and I will explain you everything from very basic. So don't worry about that. If you're understanding, that's good. You you already have some information that will help you to learn fast. Okay. Then you have switching. Switching is basically, I told you, a switch is a network device, correct? Router is a network device. Now switching is the concept after traffic received by switch and entry, right? After receive, before entry, how your switch is treating that traffic, that data. That concept is switching concept, right? It will learn the MAC, it will play with frames and all, create a MAC table, going through some the process, ARP, so many things. Then after a process, it will release the packet. Hey, let me tell you one easy example. Okay. Any device, let me tell you one thing good. Hold on. Whenever, like any network device or anything, firewall, right? Even application, database, anything. Because we are talking about network now. Remember one thing, there's only three things any device is following. One, input. For example, it's your any network device, maybe router, switch. One is input. Basically, the request is coming, okay? Input. Then other thing is after input, device have their own hardware, their own operating system, their own configuration. Yes, some policies, whatever settings we have done in this device. Device will receive this data, first of all, according to his configuration. He will receive or not. Maybe some type of data he will not say like, okay, I'm not going to receive it because it is not meeting my requirement. So your traffic will be dropped here only. Correct? One thing is your traffic will not even enter inside the box. This is one thing. Another thing is, okay, after it enter in the box, if it is meeting all the requirements, it enter in the box and then it going to process. Process in the sense, according to all these configurations, right? The feature of operating system, whatever is required to done with that traffic, it will be. Then in this process only, device will decide it. Device will decide it, should I send it out or not, right? Because maybe sometime your device does not have that enough information to forward it, or it's not matching with my configuration. So device may receive and then drop it. One thing, if it is matching, then it will enter, otherwise drop. Second, it will do the process. If matching, then out, otherwise drop. Correct? Third thing is you have exit. If it is matching and not dropping, yes, then it will be not drop, then it will be forward. We call it output. Now, output means it will go to the next work. Yes, next work. His job is done. Now it is started again the same process. Input, process, output, right? So very easily you can see how any network device will work. Either it is a router, either it is a firewall, either it is uh, a switch, right? Whenever we have that data with in the box, then it's his responsibility. Once it is out, and move to the next one, then it is someone else responsibility. I mean, another box responsibility. Correct? So this configuration only we need to understand, because on behalf of that it will receive, on behalf of that it will forward, right? We will understand it in detail. So this is one easy example. You can apply it everywhere. Mm. Okay. Then uh, we have like the switching I told you about switches. Network is more about IP connectivity will be about routing. But here it is again the feature of switch. VLAN is a feature of switch. Inter-switch connectivity, yes, two switches or two VLANs connectivity. If someone not aware about VLAN, leave that for now, right? VLAN is a small network, you can say, just a group of computers. Uh, this is again part of VLAN. Ether channel. Ether channel is another very beautiful concept. Okay. See, not only networking, one thing, not only in networking, you see the history. Okay. We had, if our parents telling, right, like they was typing, writing these letters and sending it manually, and with postman and all, right? Then email started, then computer mobile started. I mean, after email, after computer only email was there. So mean to say, there was couple of things, right? Why? First of all, whenever there are some problems, no issues, and then these issues are what is more time taking process, okay, and where is less security, okay, and which can save the cost also. Usually, whenever technology is developing, we see, right, many times we say technology is now very advanced. Why it is advanced? Because there was some problems in the existing infrastructure, in the existing system. Someone found it like, okay, here we can save the cost, we can save the time, we can make it more secure, the communication and sending and receiving everything. That's how technology developed, and over the time, and it will be in the future also. You see, whatever we have today, it's all directly indirectly helping us. Yes. In one company where network is helping them, what you think, where network is helping them? Network and power, network and power, these are backbone for any company. Can you tell me, without network, without power, any single organization? No, right? No. So whatever the other technologies are coming, for example, some advanced applications coming, one software is there. This required a server somewhere, correct? For example, ChatGPT. We are using ChatGPT as a application, web application. But ChatGPT have the server. Who is helping them? Network, right? You are using Google. Google is a big company, but who is helping them? Network. They also have some servers, right? So network is backbone of anything. Technologies are there, yes, many. advanced application, advanced devices, IoT devices, everything there. Network is still same and it will be. All these advanced technologies, right? They will not be able to work without network. Or maybe, yes, maybe this networking style will be different because earlier we was doing manual stuff more. Now we have automation. Yes, we have controller based or what you call SDN based devices, software defined network. Yes, so maybe the style will be different. Tomorrow something more is coming. Okay, but network will be always there. Correct. Hmm. What I was saying, yeah, network and this power, where it exists. I'm talking about the network, where it exists in the net in the company. Or if I say IT, under IT, many things coming plus network also. Okay. See, here you or me, and here is our goal. Okay. Now, in current scenario, what is there? For example, for you, the goal is uh, CCNA certification. Okay, CCNA exam, CCNA certification, job, for example, different goal it could be, right? We have many friends joined here. Different goal it could be. What you did, you joined this training. Hmm? If you're not joining this training, for example, if you're not joining this training, can you reach your goal? Can you pass the CCNA, get the certification, get the job? Yes or no? The answer will be yes. If someone saying no, why? Yes, it can be. Okay, then why the training? Training can save the time. That same job, if you maybe if you will get in 1 year or 8 months, right? You can get that 6 months, 6 months, you can get that early. Basically, training is helping you to reach your goal fast. Yes. So if I would say correct, correct. You maybe other way also, but maybe it would be more time taking process. You have to go through like multiple resources. Here I have seen the path. Then I can tell you, okay, huh. This is same way when you're going somewhere. Think about before the GPS. Yeah, when you're going somewhere, you asking, sir, I want to go in this area or maybe street or road or office, right? Where is that? The person who already seen that area, he can guide you better. He can tell you, okay, take first left or then right, and then you will reach something like that. Yes. If you don't asking someone, you can still find that building, but it will take more time. Correct? Yep. So that's why this training will help you to reach your goals faster. Right? And same thing I was actually telling you what uh, companies know. For example, any business after all the courses, trainings, and all, you're gonna work in some organization. Or maybe you're working already. That's another story. The thing is, before IT, yes, before IT, there was business. Yes, there was business. There was also, like dealing, all the things going maybe with offline. Even though you might have heard from your parents or something like the stock market was offline, right? They was buying the papers that time. Yes, business was there correctly. Then today, any organization, they have a goal, same thing, right? They are using IT, include network, I would say. If I say IT, it include network. Yes. IT for reaching their goal faster. Because everything we need in more speed today. We need more fast bikes. Huh? We need more fast cars. We need more fast internet. When you order a food, we need more fast delivery. When you're watching a video, we need more fast internet, right? The buffering. So when you need everything, the customer requirement is speed or the fast. Now business, they have to deliver it fast. And for delivering the fast, they have to use the IT, right? Here is your network or IT, which is helping organization to reach their goal. Here you will be the engineer, the network operation analyst, who is going to help these network infrastructure to continuously working 24 by 7 into 365, continuously up and working. When you learning the network, no, it's not only okay, I know the technology, I will configure it, I will turn on the device. You should learn how you can keep it on, right? That is a planning, that is a strategy. Because if you installed one box today, it is an electronic box, it does not mean it can be same and up whole life. Man, electronic device, yes, it can go faulty also, right? When it is down, then what is the other plan? So that your connection will not interrupt. Strategy, correct? That also we will learn how we are planning inside the companies, so that my network will be always up and working, rightly? In home, no, I mean in house, right? We have this Wi-Fi, and we have just one box. Hmm? I mean one access point, one internet connection. uh, that is fine. If this stopped working, then most probably we are using our phone internet. Or if it is stopped working, then okay, we maximum we are calling them, hey, when it will come back, huh? But in companies, they cannot rely on single internet. Simple. Because if internet goes down, their entire site will be disconnect from their data center. Hmm? So they cannot rely on single internet. So definitely there would be multiple internets, two or more, it depend on the site. So redundancy, what we call that? Redundancy is like the backup. Hmm? Okay. This is something technical, I don't want to introduce right now. In training we will, because it is a STP. What? Anyone know what is STP? Spanning tree protocol. If you know, type in chat. Mm. This is a protocol basically helping in your switch. So for now, you leave it. Then you have, hmm, I was talking about that ether channel, one of the wonderful concept. Hmm. After reading Ethernet, we went to that network explanation and all. This ether channel means Bandwidth, you understand? For example, from one device to another device, okay? When your traffic is going like forward or travel, it is traveling 100 MB per second. One device to another device, how much data is transfer per second? 100 MB. Okay. If you have a file, one file, and that file size is 100 MB, it you want to transfer from one computer to another computer, in 1 second it will be there. Yes. Same thing if you have 500 MB file size, so 5 seconds it will take, right? Clear? This is bandwidth. Now, if you have 500 MB, okay, for example, file size, what I said, 5 seconds it will take. Okay. Now you are connecting another cable. Connecting another cable. Here also you have 100 MB. Okay. Now what will happen? Your 200 MB data will be delivered in 1 second, right? So second 200, another 1 second. Then it is a zero point 0.5. So basically 2.5 seconds it will take to deliver your data. Half time, around half time, correct? So this is what we call increasing the bandwidth. When you increasing the bandwidth in your network, you are using a term, what? These cables, you are going to create a bundle. Multiple cables, you are going to create a bundle, right? That we call is a bundle, that we call is a channel, that we call is a group. You can use any term for understanding. This is the concept we call ether channel. Ether means that cable, copper cable, okay? Channel means the group, bundle. Why we do that? Because of we want to increase the bandwidth. Yes, we want to increase the bandwidth. And for your fast internet in network, you have to increase the bandwidth, right? When no, I was I started networking long time back. Hmm. Then I was thinking it the same thing, like device one port capacity is 1 GB. Huh? The one interface or cable capacity is 1 GB. How we can send more than 1 GB? That was a question in my mind long time. Then I met with someone like professional, and he explained me, right? But I was like, okay, the if I have a box, in this box I can fill something like 5 kg or something. How I can fill more than the capacity? Hmm? Then he explained me, okay, we're gonna add another cable. Okay, if we will another cable, then it will not work. Second second cable, if you connect, no, by default it's not working because there is some other issues, loop issues and all. Yeah. So not working. I said, okay, this is still I am not clear with. He's saying, okay, here we are using, so we are using STP, which I just told you. Okay, STP is blocking it, the second line. Okay, how I can ignore that? You have to create a bundle. Now STP will think like, okay, these are not two cables. This is only one cable with the 2 GB speed. Okay. So ether channel is very, very important concept for increasing the bandwidth. And not everywhere, but yes, we we need we have to increase the bandwidth many cases. Yeah. So STP, it might be little complex topic for initially, but no worries. When we will talk in detail, no, you will understand. Hmm. After that, we are going to talk about router. Yay, one of the, you can say, king of network. When we watch these movies, no, this animal came just now, right? Or any movie. We have some hero heroine. I don't even know which heroine is there in animal. I just know Bobby Deol. Huh? Okay. Uh, there is a hero. There is a heroine, right? Actress. In in the movie name Network, hero is router. Actress or heroine is switch. And without actor or actress, movie is not completed, right? So same thing, router and switch. Switch I just spoke about little bit. Router is helping you to connect multiple networks, and these multiple networks all together creating what? Internet. So that means if we don't have router, okay, we cannot access internet. Zero. We cannot access internet. If we using internet today, that is because of the router. Correct? So router is that box, and then one router to another router when they talking with each other. Yes. When one device to another device, when they talking to each other, no, they are using protocol. For example, right now we are talking with each other, human to human. Okay. We are talking with each other. How? With a language. With a language. If I would say table, you can understand, okay, what he mean. Because you know what table is. I know what table is. We both know the same term and their meaning, their understanding. But who decided this will I call it table, right? That is rule. What we call a set of rules is there. You are also following this set of rules. I'm also following this set of rules. We are able to communicate. If I will speak something else, you speak in something else, we cannot communicate. So rules we are following. We will call it road, we will call it truck, we will call it wardrobe, we will call it bed, whatever. This is pre-decided. If we will change it, we will keep our own name. Maybe with your friends or family you can talk, but publicly you cannot. With other public you cannot. You have to use the same language. What happened? Display not visible for others also, guys. Visible, sir.
Visible, sir.
Visible, right? Sanjeev,
Yeah, it's visible. Yeah, it's visible.
okay, thank you. Sanjeev, maybe your side you can check. Others can see that. Okay. So what I was saying is okay. So router or any device, when they are talking to each other, no, they're also using the same language, or we call it protocols. When router to router, they are using the language or the protocol, we call it routing protocol. Okay, there are some types, and this is one of the important topic in your network, because tomorrow you are going to manage the network. So routing protocols or their configuration, their understanding, their troubleshooting, yeah, that would be very important for working in the organization. Mhm. Understanding is one thing. Understanding can help you, you know, uh, to pass the exam. Understanding can help you for maybe clearing the interview also, right? But when you started working, you started doing it with your hands, the knowledge, the skills about configuration, about troubleshooting, that will help you to grow, right? Our goal is not only getting the job. Yes, our goal is should not be only just okay, once I get the job, I can sit and relax there. Our goal is grow, and that growth, how companies are thinking, how opportunities you can grab, which is more than CCNA, that also we will talk. Right? I hire people. So what I'm looking, what companies are looking when we hiring someone, right? What should be there in your resume, profile, how you find the job, right job for you. These all some terms, things basically out of the CCNA, but I know it is important for growth, right? So we will talk all these also, and all these related to routing. This entire IP3 and IP connectivity, okay? This entire thing is about protocols, OSPF, static, so many things. All rightly. Then you have IP services. IP services, remember I told you something just maybe initially of this session, DSCP, DNS, NTP. Yeah? These all are services. Where we run these services? On server. Okay. When I run this service on one server, I started calling it, this is my DSCP server. Yeah, this is my DSCP server. This is my DNS server. Yeah. Basically, these are services. Services means what? When you build your network and you are doing things manually. Now you need something which can help you to save the time. That is what I told you earlier. Technology is always coming with something saving your time, hmm, reducing your complexity. So here also, either I have to give IP manually or I can use one service. For example, this DSCP. Things can be easy in the company using these services or using this server. Okay. There are many types, DSCP, DNS. These are just, you can say, relevant to network mentioned here. But if I talk about services, there are many types. Yes. Okay. Again, protocols, correct? Now in protocols, many types. See, one thing I would request you guys, I mean, maybe you already know, or right? One thing I would request you, learn about OSI model. Yes, we have couple of layers. Know the name of a layer is not enough. What we do mostly, no, in our, because OSI is not a new concept from our college, university, we are using it, right? We know it. But knowing the name is not enough. Each layer role, the role of this layer or any layer in the entire model, that role understanding you should have. Okay. So, anyways, in our class, I will explain it, the role of each layer or how it works. But would be better if you understand this, because then whenever I will talk about network devices like layer 2, layer 3, router is layer 3, so you will be able to relate it more, right? So just this request, when you coming in the class, try to cover OSI model first. It will help you to understand many more things. Okay. Hmm. Then important thing, security. You have built the network, okay, using some devices, some protocols, but simply anyone coming in your network, do you want that? Anyone coming in your network, they are able to listen your network, they are able to change your network. You don't want. So you want to secure it. You want to secure, like, okay, without my permission, no one can enter in my network. Who even entered in my network, they cannot make any changes without my approval, without my control. Correct? So we're gonna find these weak points, right? And then we're gonna reduce the possibilities. Vulnerabilities means weakness, weak areas. If someone will be able to enter in your network from the weak area only can enter, right? So we're gonna find these vulnerabilities and will fix that so that we can control it. Then in security, there are other types, you can say, we are using. We'll talk in detail. And then automation and programmability. See, chapter number 1, or the, what you say, I'll go and hold on. Huh. These are the 6 domains. This is more theory. Theoretically, you will understand the devices, right? Here it is lab, practical, lab, practical. Here also lab. Here it is more again theory. Here also we have theory, right? So lab also, we have two type of labs. One is EVNG and one is our packet tracer. We're gonna use both. In exam, there also questions, two questions are there relevant to lab. So that will be about packet tracer. So we will use this one also. And we have our other EVNG lab. We will follow that one. Yes. Remaining thing, my team will explain you. If you have any quick question, we can ask. Otherwise, I mean, the questions you can ask, for me, the technical side, the CCNA side, or if you have any question about fees, about training, classes, timing, right? All the other things, then you can maybe do that with my team also. Yeah? Okay. Gaurav, you there? All rightly. Guys, thank you very much for joining the course. And we'll see you in the next session. Yeah. Happy weekend. Bye bye.